This is SSPTV News, brought to you by Samsung Productions and the Hazelton Standard Speaker.
When can students re-enter classrooms in the Hazelton Area School District? We get an update from the superintendent next. Welcome everyone, I'm Ken Kara and I have a ton of energy because my wife bought me a tea advent calendar and I'm averaging 6 cups a day, so let's do this. Thank you for watching, by the way, and let's get to your local information. Information changes fast in 2020, and Janine Lasan has been here to keep us all updated on the latest with her news features. Today, she talks with a local school district superintendent.
Joining us back on SSPTV News for an update is Hazelton Area School District Superintendent Brian Uplinger, and it's always nice to see you. Again, we're still working remote.
We are working remote, and which is unfortunate. We certainly want to get our students back in the buildings. We want to get all of our teachers back, all of our other staff members back. That's where we belong, and that's where everybody else belongs. But this pandemic is just really wreaking havoc on this area.
There are so many opinions when it comes to working remote for students or having students go back into the classroom. I'm assuming that you follow the standards of the state when making those decisions?
Yes, we definitely do. We follow the recommendations of the CDC, the Department of Health, and also the Pennsylvania Department of Education. And also, basically the governor is issuing those different recommendations as well. So we will certainly follow those. We're following them to a T. We don't have issues that are spreading across the district. We did have a little bit of a hiccup earlier in November. We took care of that very quickly and we were back in. Again, looking for the future, we just want the kids back, and we just have to make the most educated decision and utilizing the data that we're being provided, and also utilizing those recommendations that come from the state.
So kids have been home since the beginning of the year. They have not gone back into the classroom, and I know this will continue throughout the rest of 2020. After the holidays, what is the plan for the Hazelton Area School District?
Right, sure. So we're looking at the beginning of January. January 4th is when we return to from Christmas break. Once we have those we're back in, we're looking at the January 4th, that first week of January, to have our staff members return. Then the following week, January 11th, we're looking to return students, and that could look myriad of different ways. Students may return at 100%. Obviously, that won't mean 100% because of the restrictions that are in place, but we're just opening the doors, who's coming back, who isn't, and then make our plan based on the numbers that are back. It could be a staggered schedule where we bring back K to 2, then 3 to 6 another week, 7 and 8 a different week, just to stagger and make sure that we're mitigating any issues that we may have or may see with, again, the continued issues with the pandemic. So the schedule isn't set in stone yet, but we are wanting to get everybody back as quickly as possible, but as safely as possible.
So parents will have a choice whether their child goes to school or stays home for the rest of the year.
Correct.
2021, yeah. I should say. 2021.
Yeah, we will definitely not force the hand of the parent to make that decision. They know the best interest of their child health-wise. We certainly want them to come back, but if they don't feel comfortable sending them back, then we'll certainly honor that wish and keep our online education rolling.
Certainly not an ideal situation with learning from home. What are some of the comments you're hearing? Is it a struggle for most students, or is it kind of getting better? Are we working out some of the hiccups that we had in the beginning of the school year?
Sure, we're definitely working out the hiccups. We still have a number of them to go. We're not seeing as many issues with teams as we had in the past. The computers are finally starting to come in. So the ones that we ordered in March are finally we're starting to see those come into the doors, trickle in. We still don't have enough for everyone, but we're still maintaining that everyone will receive a computer from the district moving forward as soon as we get them all.
Okay. And finally, what is your message to families, to taxpayers, to the community, as far as any message that you would like everyone to know on the district's behalf?
We're definitely wanting you back. We certainly want you in the schools. That's where you belong. We're doing our due diligence and making sure everything is continuing to stay safe as possible. Please be patient. Continue to be patient with us. You've been amazing thus far, and just continue that patience with us. It's a learning curve for everyone, and we love you. We definitely want you to come back, and we can't wait to see you and get you back in those buildings.
Today's news feature is brought to you by Frankie's Pizzeria, located at 3739 Wyoming Street in Hazelton. Every Friday night is all-you-can-eat crab legs from 5 until 8 p.m. Reservations are suggested. You can call 570-454-6000 to make a reservation or for more information.
Time now for weather on SSPTV News.
The temperatures are at least starting to feel a bit like Christmas. It's been cold in northeast Pennsylvania. Here's our forecast from the National Weather Service. Tuesday will have a high of 33 degrees with mostly cloudy skies becoming mostly sunny. Low of wind gusts as high as 24 miles per hour. Tuesday night partly cloudy with a low of 24 degrees. Wednesday there's a 20% chance of snow showers before 1 p.m. mostly cloudy with a high of 35. Wednesday night mostly cloudy with a low of 31. Thursday is mostly sunny with a high of 41. Thursday night partly cloudy with a low of 26. Friday is partly sunny with a high of 43, and Friday night mostly cloudy with a low of 34 degrees. Our in-depth sports feature this week includes 3 all-state volleyball players. The Marion Phillies finished second in the state in Class A in girls volleyball. Olivia Karchner, Rebecca Zaranin, Ashlyn Klitsch, and Tatiana Zeleniak were named to the Single A Pennsylvania Coaches Association All-State Team. Hazelton area's Jason Beaver was named Lineman of the Year in Wyoming Valley Conference Division I by NEPAfootball.com. His head coach, Dennis Bookman, is the Coach of the Year. Coming up, that story with the Marion Catholic girls volleyball team, and our in-depth community feature takes us to Schuylkill Haven, where they're honoring people doing good in the area, and they have some neat community art projects going on. In the SSPTV Spotlight today, a Sam Lassant show where the president of Lehigh Valley Hospital Hazelton talks about the pandemic.
The Wright Center will be having their mobile COVID-19 testing van in Hazelton on December 9th from 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. The van will be located at the Hazelton City parking lot on the corner of East Chestnut and South Pine Streets. SSPTV News would like to send sincere condolences to the family and friends of these recently departed. Marion E. Kaminchak, age 76, of Drifton. A funeral service will be held on Wednesday at 11:30 a.m. at the McHugh Funeral Home. Friends may call Wednesday from 9 to 11:30 a.m. at the funeral home. COVID-19 restrictions will be in place for those wishing to attend the service. Betty Jane Lucci, age 95, of Drums. The Harmon Funeral Home will announce the arrangements. Anne-Marie Sullivan, age 90, of Pardisville. Mass will be held on Wednesday at 10 a.m. at Most Precious Blood Church. COVID-19 precautions will be in place for those wishing to attend the Mass. The Fierro Funeral Home is in charge of arrangements. Today's social and obituary report is brought to you by Harmon Funeral Homes and Crematory. Call 570-788-0977 or go to harmonfuneral.com.